Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. Here we are, sunrise morning on Labor Day. So much for not working on Labor Day. It's nasty hot in Southern California this week, so thought I'd sneak in and knock this out before I get completely cooked. Today we are in icon number 170. This is an FJ43. Started out life as a 1967 FJ40 that was beat to hell and beyond conventional repair. Really nice combo on this one. It seemed to have been called the Stormtrooper over the years when we do these black and white thematic ones, but whatever you want to call it, it's kind of hard to argue that the quartz white is such a nice classic color. It really plays with the light nicely, so when you're in bright sun versus synthetic light or evening, there's just a little bit of mica in the powder, so it just has a soft sheen to it. And when you pair it with the new school package with the black bumpers and trim, it just sets it off really nice. So I'm happy to be driving it this morning. It's quite lovely. Mechanical stuff, of course, we're running our beloved LS3 with Vortec truck application, Fiat and injectors intake components so that we get the power curve mapped better for this type of vehicle, but we still get the full aluminum short block and heads. It's putting out about 434, what is it? I always forget. It's too early and I'm dumb in the morning, so let's say around 430. That is sending power through to the General Motors 4L65E automatic, which in turn is sending power through to the Atlas 2 twin-stick shift on the fly, 2-speed, part-time, 4-wheel drive transfer case. We have the axle assemblies that are Dana 60 based in the rear and 44 based in the front. Of course, we're running the beloved sport brakes made for us by our buddies at Brembo, and those are Hydro Boost assisted. And in the center you will find the ARB locking differentials in the front and rear axles, which have their own dedicated air compressor in the control panels right there under dash to the right of the column. We have tunable sway bars front and rear. We have the sport suspension option, which is kind of becoming standard equipment, it seems, these days. People really appreciate the difference, and the cost of the option is somewhat trivial at the scale of the cost of the vehicle. I think it's like $1,500 to upgrade to the remote canisters, 2 rates of tunability, nitrogen charged, and they really do help. Even if you're not doing aggressive off-road, you can really dial it in more specifically to how you're going to use it and the terrain in which you care to use it. Of course, we have in-dash contemporary heat and AC and defrost that's provided by our friends at Vintage Air. And then we have nice extruded aluminum double hard coat black anodized in-dash vents that are push-pull to close, focus the air where you want it, or to be a pig and not share it with your passenger. And then the knobs are all my design, and those are all machined aluminum with black enamel infill for function. The dashes on these are super simple, and that's how I like it. You simply have lights, wiper, fan, vent, and temp. The light is a push-pull or click-rotate to get the dome light excited. And then the wiper is a push for wash, otherwise twist. You have variable plus 3 speeds, and fan, vent, and temp are simply rotators. Got the Icon dash clock, which is paired with our gauge design that's done by our friends at Dakota Digital, and then my team designed those. Same with the glove box door. Soft top on this truck stayed with the classic black German canvas, fully insulated. This is one of the recent design changes at Icon, where instead of running the bolt left to right requiring center seam stitches, we now run the bolt front to back, which then requires fairly difficult and long stitches. But on the side where the water falls over the seam naturally, and it's really turned out to be a nice improvement in keeping the top more watertight. The less stitching you have, the better, especially on those vertical planes. We also changed the way we do the lamination of the multiple layers of canvas and insulation material. So that's now done in a large format heat press. So gone are all the unsightly wrinkles that I used to just have to deal with, and I do not miss them at all. So this is a nice change to the top. You still keep the same design versatility with the top that you did in the previous version, where obviously the front windows are zip drop, or you can unbolt the entire upper door frame assembly and leave it home. And then the top itself, the rear side and rear panels can roll and scroll and be clipped in the up position, or there's a second horizontal plane zipper up at the top belt line. And again, you can simply remove those and leave them at home. And you really have kind of a glorified bikini top that's fully tethered, so no flapping and road noise, and it's a nice design. Total money pit. We lose money on every soft top we make, but a big part of the defining quality and the drive experience, because so many soft tops are just crap on the open market. I to this day, I haven't seen a really good one for the classic FJ40s. Of course, you have the Icon New School visors. Those are made in California by an aerospace company called Rosen. Next time you're on a flight, take a peek up into the cabin and you'll likely see Rosen visors up there. That's where I originally discovered them. And the really nice product. We sell those on the site, of course. We have the auto dimming rear view mirror. For audio on this truck, this did the elevated Icon audio package. So we have the NEX series head unit with tetherless CarPlay, CD, mapping, Bluetooth, HD, yada, 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 everything you need. And I'm really fond of that system. It works out well. For speakers, we have hidden bass built into the platform under the driver's seat, where we also tuck in the amplifier. You'll notice there's a little service window there. Should you want to get in there and mess with the tuning settings of your amplifier, it keeps it nice and easy to access it. Otherwise, it keeps it nice and watertight. For the principal speakers, we're running the Focal K2 speakers. So you have separates up in the fronts that are built into the kick panel area. And then way there in the rear, you have rear speakers with separates as well in those custom built enclosures, which also accommodate a power port. There's another bank of power ports right here on the B side of the center console, both high-speed USB style as well as old school SIGI style. And then the console also is gas shock, LED lights on the inside, LED lights for the rear cabin floor, front pouch for small stuff, and then front rear cup holders that, if you care to, I don't think anyone bothers to, but we do sell these consoles, so the elevation of those cup holes can be changed, which works out pretty nice. The signature Icon Chilowich New School interior, so that's the Chilowich weave, which really breathes nicely, doesn't hold heat, cook your butt in the summer. The rest of the seats are done in BMW OEM vinyl, super durable, has characteristic of leather, but none of the care and feeding requirements of it. Works out pretty good. In the back of this truck, we did not do the cargo map pockets, although the client did pick those for the front seats. And then in the back on this truck, you know, with the 43s, you've got a range of rear seating configuration possibilities. This client stuck with the standard traditional looking jump seats. We introduced about 5 degrees of rake to the seat back to make those a bit more comfortable, made the frames stronger than stock. We also sell those on the site. And they're nice because for max versatility of your cargo area, they're ideal. Especially in a 43, because you can fit mountain bikes and all sorts of stuff back due to the expanded wheelbase capability. We have the Icon Sport pedals. We have the optional Icon fire extinguisher. We're running the aux LED front and rear lighting. No winch on this truck, which is quite rare. Of course, the new school rear view mirrors, but you already know about those. Although it's a new school package, we are running the old school style wheels, which is a really cool kind of breakup. I like how it looks, especially again with this Stormtrooper color palette. So those are powder coated in the Minitex black with the stock vintage stainless steel hubcaps. And we're running Yoko Geolandar tires this time. As you know, I usually run BF Goodrich, but in this ever exciting world of irregular and unreliable supply chains, we have to be adaptive. If I can't get the BFGs, I think the Yoko Geo is a great tire as well, sort of our backup plan. So I will take these last couple of seconds to, as always, thank you for your time and attention and support. It means a lot to me and the whole team at Icon. Should you guys have any questions, just subscribe, then ask your questions. I'm trying to build up our subscriber base and trying to be more consistent and ever improving the quality of these videos. So I've been really struggling to keep up with this every Friday broadcast, but for the last couple months we've been able to pull it off. So hopefully we'll keep doing that. So that's all I got. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, be good to the planet, might as well. It's the only one we got, at least as far as we know. And we'll see you guys on the next one.